Krissie.
And I'm Catherine.
And we are travelling gleefully. And we are here in Naxos. So this is our second Greek island of the trip.
It is.
We came from Santorini yesterday on a very quick ferry. Nice and easy. And now we have a few days to explore Naxos, which we haven't heard a whole lot about. We mostly chose it because we wanted to do more than two, and it's near Paros.
We've heard some stuff about it. And
Yeah.
just from walking through it yesterday, it looks so nice.
Yeah, and it's definitely a lot less touristy than Santorini, which is nice. So we're gonna spend a couple of days exploring and see how we like it.
And if you're interested, this is the view from our
From our
balcony.
Airbnb,
We have
yeah.
a balcony. Crazy.
We learnt yesterday that Naxos is the most mountainous of the islands, of the Greek islands.
You can see that.
And yeah, you can really see that. We're just wandering around the town we're staying in, which is the main town, and it's Chora or Chora is my guess.
Yeah.
But so far we have not been doing well with pronouncing
look
the
at
Greek
this.
names, but it's so beautiful. I mean, look at that
Yeah,
street.
look at the street. Come on.
Incredible. And it's much quieter than Santorini, which we expected. But also the streets are bigger, so it just does not feel anywhere near as crowded.
Yeah.
But we're just wandering around the streets. We're gonna head to the temple. There's a really cool temple out on a viewpoint, so we're gonna head there. But so far, it's only been 10 minutes. Good first impression of Naxos.
So nice.
We've made it to the Temple of Apollo. It's also called Portara, I think. I don't know whether that's the temple or the area that we are.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. So Naxos, the main town where we're staying, is behind us.
It's
you
so
can see
pretty.
it behind the arch.
Yeah.
But this temple is 2,500 years old,
Crazy.
and it's still standing there.
We were saying how? It's right on the water. How is there not thunderstorms that blow it down every day? I don't understand.
I know, it's marble, so it's heavy. But
Yeah. I understand.
that's 2,500 is a lot of years.
That's a lot of storms.
But yeah, it's so cool. And we were looking it up, so the temple that this was part of was never actually finished. But this is the last bit that's remaining, and then there's some foundations of it on the ground. But it's so cool. There's just hunks of marble all around that are
cool.
carved.
So beautiful.
It's so cool, and it's such a cool view back down to the city. And then over here, you can see Paros, which is the island we're going to next.
Right, we're just in a bookshop, and then we came out the other end, and we've ended up in the most beautiful looking place. Look at this. That's fake. Is this a set?
Crazy. It's so beautiful. We are already obsessed with the streets here.
We're just obsessed with the whole place.
It's
Really quiet compared to
it's a much more relaxed
Yeah.
vibe. But look at this. That's just what all the streets look like here. It's just every time we turn a corner, we're like, is that real?
Look, not to bring it back to
Heartstopper?
I was thinking Heartstopper with the umbrellas. No, not to bring it back with Greece's movie, Mamma Mia, official movie. But it all looks like a set from Mamma Mia. And I know Mamma Mia was literally on an island, so that wasn't even a set, but it all looks fake.
It does. It's so beautiful. And we don't have anything like this at home. It's just, everything is incredible. And the white and blue is such a vibe. With the bougainvilleas, it's so nice. We had such grand plans today. We were we're not going to get gyros again for lunch. We're going to get something else.
Yeah.
The power is out in all of this town.
Yep.
So the only thing we could get was gyros.
Yep, look at that. I mean, to be fair, it looks good.
It does.
We got lamb gyros today.
Yeah, it's shaking it up a little bit,
but yeah,
fingers
the one
crossed the
day.
power comes back.
Yeah, I really hope so, because it's really hot and we want to eat stuff that isn't gyros. We have now come to the
Venetian castle of Naxos.
Yeah, it's really interesting because it is a castle, but it's got shops and restaurants and stuff in it.
Yeah, we're in the castle right now.
Yeah.
we were trying to figure out if it would like used to be a castle that's now been like converted into just part of the city. We couldn't really find an answer, but I'll do another Google later and see if we can figure it out. But it's really cool. There's like, you know, shops and cafes and houses and stuff in
Yeah, it's really
the
cool.
church as well, which is very cool.
Here's the church. How interesting. Morning from another Greek beach.
This one is beautiful.
Yeah, this one is. It's like nothing like the black sand beach we were at the other day.
Yeah, it's Plaka Beach.
Oh, sorry, that's in another video. That was in Santorini.
That's right. It's Plaka Beach, which is like down on the like west coast of Naxos. It was maybe half an hour.
Yeah, maybe 40 minutes
on the bus, which was nice and easy. The public buses here are really easy to use.
Yeah, and unlike in Santorini, you buy the tickets before the bus, which is better.
But it's so nice. Like, I mean, just spin the camera and have a look at the colour of the water. It's like incredible.
It's like the bluest blue.
Yeah, and there's also like there are umbrellas and stuff that you can rent, but there's also like a lot of space.
A lot of space, yeah.
Wherever you want.
Not a lot of shade though, so we found a little tree.
Yeah, but it is so beautiful. This is the closest beach we found to Australia.
Yeah.
Cornwall in England was pretty close, but they were a lot smaller. But this is the kind of like, it just goes on for kilometres.
Yeah, like stretches along the entire coast.
It's so nice. The water is so nice.
So clear. Krissie's favourite thing to do is just float.
Oh, it's so nice. It's actually in salt water. It's just so easy. Oh, incredible. We're just going for a walk along the beach before we head back, and we found this area. It's like fenced off, and it says on a sign down here that it's a sea turtle nest. It's like protected so no one disturbs it. You can see, I don't know how well you can see it, but you can like see where the turtles like come up and like laid the eggs.
There's a big nest here. It's so cute. I wish there was a turtle.
Alright, we finally did it. We are having
Finally got our Greek meal.
something that's not gyros for lunch. We've got meatballs and calamari. But then both of them come with Naxian potatoes, which are like famous. They like grow them. They grow them here. It's something to do with the soil makes them taste different. So we're excited to try them. What did you think of our Naxian meal?
That was very nice. I mean, we played it very safe.
We did.
Yeah, we tried a traditional Greek meal, but it was just like things we knew we liked.
Yeah.
But
it was good.
Delicious.
The meatballs and the tomato sauce was so good.
It was so good. We're definitely going to order more meatballs in Greece.
Yeah, so
And the
good.
potatoes were so nice.
It is our last day in Naxos today.
Yeah.
And we are going on an adventure to see more of the island. We are heading up to Halki and Aperanthos. Bets on whether that pronunciation is right. I don't know.
Also, we've discovered that places in Greece are spelled differently. I think it's like maybe the English version and then the Greek version or something.
Well,
but
yeah.
Halki is also with a C in the front.
Yes, but I think it's still pronounced Halki even when you spell it with the C in the front.
But that's where we're going.
Yes, so that like Halki is the old capital of Naxos. And has like some like old churches and stuff. And then Aperanthos, we read about online. It's something to do with
Halki.
It's something to do with marble. I don't know whether like the city's made of. I guess we'll find out when we're there.
Yeah.
But they're both up in the mountains. And yesterday we went to the bus. Like there's a little bus office where you buy the tickets, and the woman was so helpful. We were like, we want to.
So nice. Though.
Yeah, we were like, we want to go to both of these, and she like gave us all the tickets and like labeled them all with which bus route they're for, and it was super helpful. So if you are ever in Naxos and you want to know how to get around, just go to the bus office. They will be able to help you and get you your tickets. It's very quick and easy. We've made it up to Halki.
Yeah.
It's so cute. It's got so many like little art and craft like and handmade things.
Yeah.
Shops.
I'm not sure if Krissie said, but like it's up in the hills.
Yeah.
It's about 40 minutes up. So we're like in the middle of the island and there's lots of olive trees around.
Yeah. We read online that there's a lot of olive groves around this area up here. And there's also like orchards of a tree called a citron. I don't really know what that is. I haven't heard of it before.
It's citrus.
Yeah, it's some kind of citrus. But they make liqueur out of it. And there's a distillery up in this town as well. We're walking down just like kind of on the outskirts of the town. There's an old church and we are walking past one of those olive groves that we read about.
So cool.
It's really cool. Olive trees are so unique looking and they're very beautiful. It's very cool being out here, like kind of in the more rural areas of the Greek island.
I'm sure Greece would have some amazing olives, so I'm like sad that they're so disgusting.
Yeah, we both hate olives with a burning passion.
Like we are not an olive theory couple. We both despise them.
But it works.
It does work because we just avoid them like the plague. But...
Yeah.
Oh well.
All right, we've made it to the church. She's little. I thought it was going to be bigger. But
Yeah, it is so cool.
It is like 1,000
It's
years
just like
old.
nestled in amongst the like olive trees.
Yeah, we were like walking and we were like, this is a longer walk than we thought. Like we must be almost there. And then it just kind of popped out of nowhere. But we're going to go inside. Apparently there's cool frescoes inside. So we're going to go have a look and explore the little like area it's in.
By the church, eating some oregano chips. I was like sitting there and I saw this like lizard tail move on the tree, which like I was like, oh fun, like a little lizard. And I went around the corner and then I could see it. It was like perfectly camouflaged against the tree and I was like, I don't know what that is. And the guy that worked at the church was like, told us what it was. Krissie will put the name up here. We're trying to figure it out.
Cassidy, but we don't think that translates into English.
Yeah, we'll find the English name.
Hang on, there's one just over here. Let me film it. I don't know if you can see it. He's like on the edge of the rock. They camouflage so well against the rock and the olive trees.
You don't see them.
Yeah.
And they're so fast. So that's quite fun though.
He said that they're often referred to like in Greek, but as the crocodile of Naxos.
Yeah, I would say it looks like the skin of like a goanna, kind of like rough and rock coloured.
We'll see if we can find one to film, and if not, I'll just put a picture in so you can see what they look like. But they do look like a miniature crocodile.
Sort of, yeah.
We didn't say before because we got distracted by the lizards, but the church was really cool. You can't really film much inside. I filmed a little bit, but you can only like film in one of the rooms.
Yeah.
But the entire thing was covered in frescoes.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It was very interesting.
Also like a very short walk from the town.
I was going to say it's only like a 6-minute walk from the town. And then we just had some lunch at a really cute cafe in the town.
Yeah, every cafe here is like really, it was very busy and there's lots of restaurants.
Yeah.
It's such a small town, but we went to this cute one and got like the most delicious beef burger.
Yeah, everything, like all the cafes stuff here use local meat. Which is interesting because we haven't seen any cows on the island yet, but they all say they have Naxian beef.
Naxos beef is like a thing here, and we haven't seen like hardly any cows, but the beef here is so good.
It really is.
And the potatoes, obviously.
Yeah. And now we are just sitting at the bus stop waiting for our bus up to the next town. All right, we've made it up to Aperanthos. The bus ride was, like, the views were incredible.
Oh my God, a beautiful drive.
I'll try and film some on the way back. I was focused on, like, making sure we knew where we were going this time. But it's incredible. So we just looked it up. We're 600 meters above sea level up here, and we're, like, in the mountains. I read online earlier that Aperanthos is unique in that it has its own specific dialect. Like in this town that like not spoken anywhere else, which is really cool. Not that we understand Greek and would be able to tell the difference, but it's interesting nonetheless. Also the marble thing, it's all the paths through the town.
On it like 5 times.
Yeah, it's not the best surface to walk on, but it's pretty.
It is really pretty.
And we just went past a souvenir shop that had like marble jewellery and like marble ornaments and stuff. Wandering around the town, and firstly, it's so cute. It's like so tiny. It's like small enough that none of the paths through the town are marked on Google Maps.
Yeah.
Which is not ideal to not get lost. But that's right. We've come up to the Zevgoli Tower, which is like behind us.
Yeah, honestly, you wouldn't know it was here. I mean, we walked past this twice because just down below, and then the entrance is like a staircase, like behind the seating area of a restaurant, so you have to like walk through a restaurant to get to the stairs.
Yeah.
So there's no one else here.
No, and we read about this online. I don't think you can actually go in, and if you can, you can't right now. It's closed. But it's just a 17th century tower that's just sitting in the middle of the city. It's very cool, and it has an incredible view, like over the mountains.
The hills here are just so interesting.
Yeah. They look, I was saying to Catherine yesterday, like the Greek islands are a lot drier than I expected them to be. And they're very like rugged.
Yeah.
But also it's cool because from up here, because we're kind of in a valley, I don't know if I said this before, but because we're kind of in a valley, you can't actually see the water from any direction. So it doesn't really feel like we're on an island anymore.
It feels like we're in the middle of a giant piece of land.
Yeah. Alright, we're back down the bottom of the tower, and it's actually more impressive from here. It's like, built onto the edge of the rock.
It is really cool.
Alright, we are waiting for our bus to head back down to the main town. We have loved these little villages. They're so interesting. Like, it's so interesting to see places that aren't just the main town.
Yeah. I really liked the church in Halki.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It was. We ended up having about 2 hours in Halki and about 1.5 here. But we didn't use the whole 1.5 because we decided to come back to the bus a bit early to make sure we can get a seat on the way back down. And I think that was good. Like, I don't think you need much more than that. They're both really little villages. But definitely worth coming up to.
Yeah, it's really cool to see a different side of the islands.
Yeah.
Okay, we are out in the evening.
I know, this is
exciting.
The second time we've done this in Greece, and it's not like us at all. But
it isn't, but we really wanted to see everything at night. And we're out semi-celebrating because we just booked something so exciting for the end of the year.
Yeah, you'll have to wait and see. It's literally like the end of the year.
The end of the year. Whatever we're doing at the end of the year, we booked it tonight.
Very easy. But we really loved when we came out in Fira in the evening, because Greece is just so much more lively at night.
It literally is. Like, there's more shops are open. Every restaurant is open.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even that late. It's 8 p.m. But also, like, the sun set like 20 minutes ago, so the lighting is like beautiful.
Yeah. And we've seen like really cheap cocktails everywhere, and we were like, you know what, like on our last night, let's go out and get cocktails and get some lookomatis, and we've just also ended up booking something exciting, so it's like doubly fun to be out today.
Yeah, we're acting as if it's our last night in like the Greek islands or something.
No,
it's
we're
not.
going another one tomorrow.
But it's our last night in Naxos, and we have been loving Naxos so far.
Yeah,
so we figured we'd come out and see what it's like at night and explore a bit and get some nice food before we head off in the morning.
We seem to have found where all the cats congregate at night. There's so many of them. Look at this little guy. Hi.
I don't know if you could really see in our video we were out the other night, or like the other day, but there were not that many people walking around the streets. There was like no one at any of the cafes. It is like popping off right now. There are like 5 times as many people out as there were during the day.
Every restaurant is like
full. And there's like, you can see all the people down on the main street. It's so interesting because this is like so not what we're used to.
Maybe we just never see it.
Maybe.
Because we never go out.
We never go out at night.
Yeah.
But it is really cool. Like, it's a really cool atmosphere at night. Also, it's really humid if you can't tell by...
I know, we're so frizzy.
Frizzy and sweaty.
But you know what? We're going to go get frozen cocktails now. So.
Yeah.
Those Lucamanis and daiquiri. Oh my god.
So good.
Oh my god. We wanted like so much more, but it was cash only. So I'm actually kind of glad because otherwise we probably would have walked to a beach.
Yeah, and I don't think we needed that, but it was delicious.
So yummy.
But now we are about to head back to our accommodation, and then we're leaving pretty early tomorrow for our next Greek island.
Yeah.
Which I think we've already said in this video. We're going to Paros
just
tomorrow.
Across, literally across.
Yeah, it's like a 50-minute ferry.
We can see Paros from here.
Yeah. But we're going to finish off this one here. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed seeing Naxos as much as we did. We didn't really know that much about it.
I didn't know what to expect.
But it was absolutely worth it. Like, I'm so glad we came here.
Yeah, me too.
But thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this vlog, give us a like, comment and subscribe, and check out any of the other vlogs on our channel.
Yeah, and follow us on Instagram to see more of what we're up to.
And we will see you in Paros.
See you in Paros.
Bye.